First and 10. Freeman's going to take the handoff now.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Loss of 4 on the play. The Texans lined up in the nickel. Jones got it on a pass that had some heat.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the end now, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
First and 10. Freeman's handed the football. Not able to get away from J.J. Watt.
Holding offense.
The defense will take the penalty. The line of scrimmage, the 32-yard line. Ryan from the gun. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free. And wide out, one of the biggest threats in the game, Julio Jones.
Nobody's second-guessing the Atlanta Falcons hierarchy now, are they? All those draft picks they gave up for Julio Jones a couple years ago looks like a pretty smart move now.
Matt Ryan with the long Atlanta in for the score.
Pass interference. Defense.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. The Falcons with the PAT to come. Extra point was good. The Falcons getting ready to kick it off. Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. Wheeler's there that time for the tackle. That return's good for about 23. The Falcons came up with the pickoff of the quarterback the last time they were on the field.
Well, I'd like to give him some credit, but let's be truthful here. That was just one awful throw. That's why it was intercepted.
The Texans take it from the 23. Foster tackled down. Ends up picking up about 5.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
There we go now.
The Texans have it at the 29. Boyer's off the mark there. Incomplete. Talking about the offense now. A reliable presence at wide receiver, the sure-handed Nate Washington.
Yeah, what a career he has had. Came out of nowhere, out of Tiffin, like you said, and he's just been a solid receiver. No matter what position you put him in, he can just get it done.
The Texans have it at the 29. Incomplete, and this is going to be a 3-and-out. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
Hester's going to try and return this punt. McKinney's there to take him down.
Hester's such a great athlete. You got to find ways to get the football to him. Here's another way to get it to him. On a punt return, how explosive is he? Man, that's the answer.
The Texans defense comes back onto the field. Did not look so good that last series, giving up the touchdown.
Oh, you know the coaches are upset. My gosh, they ran some of the most elementary defenses that you can run, and they had mistakes by the defensive players. So they coached them up on the sideline.
Pass is intercepted.
Isn't it awesome on the defensive side where you have linebackers can make plays like that? Getting that interception it's not always defensive backs that get to make those plays. Linebackers can do it too.
The Texans weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations of plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
It's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
This defense features a first-round pick out of the 2013 draft from Washington in cornerback Desmond Trufant.
Yeah, it turned out to be a really good pick for the Atlantic.
And he's forced to the ground.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, you got power. And it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella, busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
The Texans on offense here to start the second quarter. The Texans at the line of scrimmage, split backfield. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. Another third down stop right there and into the second quarter of play now. We really haven't seen this offense on track quite yet.
Yeah, let's give all the credit to the defense. I like how they're playing on the defensive side. The defensive coordinator's making good calls, and they are making it happen.
This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 20. Jones has been tearing this secondary to pieces so far, and he's headed back out there to see if he can do a little bit more of the same.
Listen, he's one of the best in the NFL, and he is having an incredible day out here so far, taking advantage of situations and showing everybody how talented he really is.
Gains 17. That's his first reception today.
Well, a couple things on that play. Of course, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting out of trouble and throwing the football on run and getting the completion. But how about the defense? Quit being greedy. Stay in your rush lanes and don't let the quarterback get out.
And it's swatted away.
That was excellent man-to-man coverage that time. When you want to shut down a receiver, really the only way to do it is to man up and play him one-on-one.
Falcons from the 37. Launches it down the field. Tough catch. Halftime, 2 minutes away. And now returning to the field, just 2 minutes to go, and it's a big spot as we've got an offense that would love to increase that lead before the intermission. Ryan takes it from the gun. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
Second down and 10. Throws the pass. Jacob Tamme has the catch.
The Falcons offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good gain.
Freeman's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Defense calls a timeout. Chip shot here. And converts on the 3.
Never take it for granted. When you're trying a field goal, a lot of things could go wrong, but good execution that time by the offense and a good kick. 3 points.
And this will be coming out to the 20 as he thinks better of running it out of the end zone this time. The Texans are experiencing a little bit of a drought here offensively, having gone 3 straight possessions without a score. What do you think needs to be done to buck that trend here, partner?
I'd say it's a little more than a drought. This is some awful offense, and there's many things you got to do. You got to tell your offensive line to pick things up. When the offensive line is aggressive, it gives all the stars a chance to succeed, and that's what they got to do here. Offensive line, get it going.
Takes the snap. We're about midway, second quarter. They'll mark him at the 28. So they complete one, and still it's second down.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
Foster tackled down. Ends up picking up 12. They get set quickly, ready for another snap. The Texans snap it at the 41. Easy catch there. No one near him. The Texans, one timeout remaining. The football sits at the 42-yard line. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. And he reaches out and makes the catch. One-handed, no less.
Washington, such a great athlete.
Hold on a minute. They're going to stop play and take another look at that last one. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sideline. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
So they took a second look, but the play on the field will stand. It's first down as they head to the line. Hoyer's going to take it from the gun. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here.
Makes the grab. Touchdown. A touchdown right before halftime. And, Phil, perhaps that momentum will carry over to the second half.
Shoot, it changed everything, didn't it? I mean, look at them. They're excited, and just how you and I are looking at the game is going to change, or has changed quite a bit. What a job finding a way to get a touchdown and get this game close.
And he'll start his return. Charging ahead.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
The Texans defensively have had a great first half, but so too have their counterparts. It's more or less been all about the defense these first two quarters, partner.
Well, if you love defense, this is the game for you. And what you do on the offensive side, go in there at halftime, and some of those unique plays that you've been holding back, get them ready and bring them out in the second half.
One more snap, and we'll head to halftime.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
2nd and 10. Going deep. Intercepted. We're headed to the half here in a tight, low-scoring defensive battle. I'm sure both teams will be making adjustments offensively coming out of the half. Larry Ridley's coming up next. All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios and halftime. We're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. That return's good for about 22. The Falcons just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
He's able to come down with it. What a catch! One-handed. The 10 and in for the touchdown.